Welcome back to another episode of Just Saying with Jack Hubert. I am Jack Hubert, joined as always by the wonderful Tyler Prine. Tyler, it's the Oscar season.
Oscar season.
Right now. The Oscars are...
Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year, by the way. Happy Kwanzaa. Cameron would have wanted us to shout that out right there. So
of course.
We're going to do that. Yes. Clap for Kwanzaa.
Got it.
Great. Do you like the Oscars?
I used to love the Oscars. Now I kind of feel like lukewarm on the Oscars, honestly. Did you ever love the Oscars?
Not all that much. I did always want to give a speech, though, just because I thought it would be fun.
You want to give a speech right now?
I could give you a speach right now. You got to set the scene for me, though.
Okay. So you won Best Supporting Actor,
of course,
because obviously,
yeah.
It was in Martin Scorsese's last film. He's since
the
died.
last one. Wow.
And you were a big part in it, but supporting.
Okay.
And you beat Christoph Waltz, Mark Ruffalo, Sterling K. Brown, and I don't know, Adam Driver.
Adam Driver.
Yeah, and they just said Jack Hubert. Everyone's applauding. Of course I'm there too.
You're there as well. Okay,
yeah.
Great.
Not nominated.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. You always think you're going to know what to say when it comes to moments like this. I just really don't know. I got so many people I got to thank. I want to thank the legend, Martin Scorsese. May he rest in peace. He did not see that bus coming. And it really just flattened him like a pancake at IHOP. I want to thank Tyler, my good buddy, who's here tonight. He told me if I didn't thank him, he was going to kill me. So I got to do that right now. But yeah, I just want to tell all the kids out there, I'm only here today because someone somewhere stood up. When it wasn't easy, when it was unpopular, when it was difficult. And because of them, a few more stood up. And then a few hundred and a few thousand. And standing with courage and clear purpose, they changed the world. And that's why I'm running Iowa. Thank you guys so much.
That's great.
Then I broke it.
Did you come up with that speech?
Which part?
The last part where it seemed like you had something pre-written.
That last part right there was me speaking from the heart, but through Barack Obama's words in 2007 at the Jackson Jefferson dinner in Iowa. Yeah. So.
Also, Obama was nominated.
He was nominated as well?
Yeah, as executive producer on some Netflix project, which is true.
That's great.
What he's doing right now.
Our guest today, I think, is going to be Oscar nominated one day. Very wonderful person, very talented. We are so happy to have her here with us. Everyone, please put your hands together for Hetty Pasquazzi. Thank you so much. Welcome to the show. This is your late night television debut?
It is.
Wow.
I'm so
Very exciting moment right there. Do you have any thoughts about the Oscars? Are you a fan of them? Or?
Oh gosh. I mean, I would love to win an Oscar. I mean, I have to agree with what you were saying. There's just something about it. I would love to give a speech. But of course, oh my God.
Do you want to give a speech?
Right now?
I can set...
We're back on the Paramount lot.
We are right back on the Paramount lot.
Do you want me to set the scene for you,
Oh, yeah,
are you ready?
Please set the scene.
Okay, so you're in Rian Johnson's 5th Knives Out movie. And you just won Best Actress in a Leading Role.
Okay.
And Rian Johnson also just died. But he died of natural causes. So Martin Scorsese got hit by a bus. Same Oscar year, by the way. Scorsese got hit by a bus that year, and then Rian Johnson died of natural causes. We're all there. And who would be your date?
Oh my gosh. Probably my brother.
Okay,
cool. Yeah.
So your brother's there. Your extended family. Your not extended family's there. So your main family. Your immediate family. That's what it's called. Yes.
I think so.
Yeah. And then they just said your name.
Wow. Guys, thank you so much for this honor. It is incredible to be here today. I have to say, I don't want you guys to write a spin-off based on the Ryan Johnson murder that will ultimately happen. I didn't accidentally give him the wrong medication. I can clear the air now. And, that is the real reason I am holding this today. It's because of him. So thank you, Ryan. Rest in peace. And onwards and upwards.
Thank you. That was a great speech there. I like the part where you admitted to not murdering Ryan Johnson.
Yeah.
I know. Well,
I know.
you gotta beat him to the punch.
Yes.
Clear the
You
accusation.
beat him there for sure. So you're an actress.
I am.
Yes. Is that what brought you out here
It
to
is.
LA?
Yeah.
How long have you been out here for?
I moved here on May 1st, 2019.
Okay. Wow. So that's what, like 3? No. 5.
Well, on May 1st. On May 1st.
You know, we've already established on the show that I don't know how to read. And now we're establishing I can't do basic math
No,
either. So.
it's great.
But how's your time out here been so far?
It's been topsy-turvy, I feel like it's been many things. I think my first 9 months here were like really, really wonderful, and then all of the chaos that ensued with COVID happened. But now I feel like this is gonna be my year.
This is gonna be your year. We're gonna do it this year. It's gonna be a big year for you right here.
Yeah, I think so.
That's amazing.
Did you feel that in previous years, or?
No, actually, no. I feel like everyone thinks I'm very bubbly, but like I feel like I'm actually very cynical, and I feel like the last couple years I was like, I don't know, like I felt like a lot of self-doubt, and this year for whatever reason I really feel like I'm owning my power.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. You do stand-up
I do.
as well.
Yes.
How long have you been doing that for?
Okay, so I used to work at an improv theater in Boston called Improv Asylum, and I went into it with like no knowledge of anything comedy. I did it specifically because it was like a great evening job. I used to be a historical narrator for Boston Harbor Cruises, so that was like my...
Hold on. Pause.
Sure.
What's that?
Oh, so
Let's dive into that there.
I would give it, it's very similar to being a Paramount page, actually, for those who don't know. But I would give inner and outer harbor tours of the Boston Harbor Islands. So it's like there was a 45-minute Constitution cruise, a 90-minute like inner and outer harbor tour, and I would just talk about all the historical sites, So it was so fun. We would talk about the islands and like Spectacle Island and George's Island and all these things. But that was great. That was a great job, but it wasn't really paying enough, so I was like, I need another job. So I started working at this comedy club at night. And I went in, I didn't even know what a bit was. I was so gullible. Everyone would like constantly steamroll me, and I was like, wait, is that true or not? But
I thought they were like gaslighting you.
A little bit. Like, I mean, I came in like fresh meat. Like they really like loved it. But by year 3, I like was like, I get comedy, I think. And so I was like, I tried improv. Was awful, so bad. Because I'm not like, I don't know, like a whippersnapper. It's hard. But I was like, what's so cool about stand-up is like you have your own agency. You can write your own like content and deliver that, and you prepare it, and like it's not so scary. So then I started, when I moved to LA, I was like, I'm gonna do stand-up, and I'm gonna reinvent myself. And I started doing stand-up like almost right away. And then obviously with COVID, I stopped for a little bit. I did 1 Zoom show. And then I came back after LA reopened its doors. I guess that's it.
And how was that Zoom show?
Oh God, there was literally an earthquake that occurred during it, and like you could see the camera shake, and then you don't even hear people like reacting or laughing. They would like have like the clapping on Zoom, like the little clapping thing in the corner. It was so scary.
So scary. You have a show that you're doing now, though, that
Yes.
you're the host of, a variety show, 1-star review.
Yes.
You can catch that at LA. What's the venue?
The Stowaway.
The Stowaway
Yes.
in downtown LA, right? How did that all start up?
Oh,
Right there?
okay. So, during COVID, I was like morbidly depressed, as I feel like a majority of people were. Not everyone. So people were like living their best lives, but I was very depressed. And I realized how much I missed stage opportunities, stage time, just live performances. And I like vowed, I was like, I will never take it for granted. I will, as soon as like LA reopens, I was like, I moved here for a reason. Like I have to like get on stage and give my friends opportunities and outlets too. Like, because I have so many talented friends. So my friend Liz used to be a server at Sal's on Melrose, which is like directly across from the Crown Lanes. And we did our first show there when it was Cabaret Sauvignon or whatever. And like then Sal's got purchased. So like they sold the restaurant. Like we had already booked the second show and it was like, great, our venue's gone. And then like Liz wasn't really interested in like keeping it going. And then I was like, is this done? So then I wanted to like, I don't know, just find an alternative. And I like emailed, I swear, like 100 venues in LA. And I like no one like gave me the time of day. Either they didn't respond or they wanted like these crazy like 5K like bar minimums and like all this stuff. I was like, I can't ever meet that. So I finally was able to get connected to the Stowaway because my like co-host, if you've seen the show, Donia Oxford, she's like my musical sidekick. She had like a regular gig there, so she was already like in there, and then she like referred me to them, and I pitched the show to them, and then they gave me like a monthly slot. So yeah.
And it's a really fun show. Thanks. Yeah, you got all sorts of acts going on.
Yeah.
This is a story that I think I heard you tell in stand-up at one of your shows there.
Okay.
But I was writing this question and I was like, am I misremembering?
Oh, I'm nervous.
Did you get hit by a UPS truck?
A FedEx truck.
FedEx.
No. So you were misremembering it.
I was misremembering just like a little teeny detail in it right
yes,
there.
I was. I was actually run over by one and dragged 20 feet. It's really not funny, but like I had to find like,
I think people getting hit by FedEx trucks or any sort of mail carrier trucks and getting dragged 20 feet is hilarious.
I'm sorry, you started the show by saying Martin Scorsese got hit by a bus.
There's a common theme
Okay,
here.
I see you now.
Maybe those are my deep fears that I have.
No, I highly, I don't recommend it. When people are like,
Yeah, right, yeah.
Darn, I was
really thinking about getting dragged by a bus.
People, I will say, like, once you've been hit or run over, you hear all the time. It starts to be like, wow, you don't realize how much people like joke about like, oh, I would love to get like hit by a truck and like collect me, like you know, like pay for this, and or like people like will wake up and be like, oh, I feel like I got like run over today, or like whatever, like have a bad day. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I was like, I was on
worse.
Oxy, okay, like I was like, you don't want it, but it's like, I mean, listen. Was it like the scariest, most like traumatizing experience of my life? Yes. Is it like the main reason I live here now? Yes. Like I feel like fortunately, like with those kinds of things, it's like very clarifying because it's like, I don't know if I would have had the courage to move to LA. I'm originally from Rhode Island. I was in Boston at the time, and I don't know, I was very comfortable. And I don't know, I feel like having a moment like that, you're like, how am I still alive? Like I gotta like pursue my dreams at all costs. Like, you know, if like with the time I have, I feel like I'm on borrowed time. You definitely have like imposter syndrome, like hardcore after you like survive something like that. Cause all of the doctors and x-ray techs are like, wow, you should be like paralyzed or like, like all right. They're like, you got off like pretty well. And I was like, emotionally, no.
Sorry, where were you hit? Like,
Yeah, so when I was run over, like I went straight down. I basically, I'll show you photos another time, but like I had a ton of road burn. I had a Liz Frank foot injury, which the second metatarsal was displaced on my foot, and I was concussed. And I didn't like break anything. Like, I mean, I was like, honestly, I was wearing a helmet, so wear a helmet, and it exploded. It was like confetti all around me. So like, I did not even black out, which I feel like I should have, you know?
I feel like that makes it scarier.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, there's like trapped beneath the back wheel. And I feel like superhero pedestrian, like people like lifted the car just enough to pull me out. Like the driver literally was like because I was like stuck beneath the back wheel, I could hear him, and he was like, "Oh, should I like keep driving to move it off?" And I was like, "Don't drive!" Like I was like, yeah, they were like talking to me, like peering beneath, because at least the FedEx trucks are like raised enough where I'm like, I wasn't like completely like crushed,
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And what city?
It was Boston.
Boston?
Yeah, I was riding my bike. Yeah. So yeah, I think I said that. Sorry, but yeah, it was.
All right, we're gonna play a game now. All right, so you do write poetry.
I do.
As well. We're gonna play a game where we have some suggestions from our audience right here. And you're gonna do a poem.
I just told you I was bad at improv.
Well, this is poetry,
It's
so
poetry.
it's a little different.
But it takes time to put honey on paper. Okay.
They're all stuck. I probably shouldn't have used sticky notes.
This is a really funny first one.
Willy Wonka.
Ooh.
My cotton candy child. your tongue tasted like cream soda. Our love was confection for the longest time until I realized what we had was chemical.
Wow.
Whoa. Snaps for that.
We need a snap sign instead of an applause sign. Snap, snap, snap. All right, Tyler, would you like to do one?
Thank God.
Yeah. All right. Ohio.
I can do that one here.
Okay.
I'm only here today because someone somewhere stood up.
Yeah.
One it wasn't easy, one it was unpopular, one it was difficult. Because of them, a few more stood up, and then a few hundred, then a few thousand. And then standing together with courage and clear purpose.
Oh.
They changed the world.
Wow.
That's why I'm running Ohio.
Snaps for that. Okay, Crypto Arena is mine.
Oh.
I want to meet with you. I want to meet with who? You. Down by who? Down by you. Down by the crypto arena. Where I'm gonna see ya.
Oh.
Bitch. That's mine.
Am I allowed to ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you think
You have to sit over here, though.
Oh,
So we have to
we
switch
gotta do
seats
it.
here.
oh,
We'll do.
this is so nice of you.
But
Yeah.
I'm still the sidekick.
Remember before filming when you said this would never happen? That we would
Oh, you're right. I did say that.
So good. Do you believe that poets can see the future or have more of a propensity to know the future?
Do poets can they see the future
Or like,
and/or have a propensity to see the future?
I have an answer.
You have an answer?
Can you ask that question again, please?
like, do you believe poets like have more of like a connect? Like they're able to see or tap into the future because they can like tap into like a space of muses, if you will.
No. But I do think they're very creative.
All right.
And maybe they feel like something in the air, in the world, in the universe. But I don't think it's the future. I think maybe it's just like the vibe.
Okay, but like, when you dissociate, do you think that's like a sacred space that you're kind of in?
No. Yes. Sure. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. My own space. Yeah. My own. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's like integral to like being. I don't know.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Switch around. I'm Tyler. My dad owns a laundromat.
It's a good impression. So I'm so used to looking at this camera. I didn't know. Okay. Do you think poets can see the future and tap into the future?
No, I really only asked because I feel like there was like this book of the occult that like talked about that talked about poets like being more connected to this like realm or something, and I was like, ooh, I would love that to be true.
I definitely, yeah. I mean, you're a poet though. Like, do you feel like you're connected to like a greater
Can you see
power?
the future?
I don't think I can. I will. I mean, it's subjective then. If it's like time being a concert, I don't know. I don't think I am, obviously, but I also would love for that to be true. You know, I would love like one day, like if I like focus on poetry enough, like maybe it's something I can achieve. You know,
Yeah.
so it's not. Nothing's impossible.
No, yeah, and that's true. I agree with that. Nothing is impossible. Would you like to do one more poem, or are you poemed out?
Whatever you guys want.
Do one more poem. One more poem.
One more
Okay.
poem. Remember what I did, so I just want to, like, that's like the
Shirley
floor.
Temple, drink or girl, your choice.
They gave you a choice. That's fun.
Yeah. Nothing's meaner than grenadine when you can't be sipping it with your best friends. Did you know that grenadine is actually made from pomegranate juice and not cherry juice? Shirley, why didn't you tell me?
Whoa.
Great. No, that's great.
I was like, is this part of the poem? Or is this... I was like, is
just a-
she asking me the
a
question?
comment.
That's...
All right, let's switch back.
Okay.
Rhetorical.
How did it feel to be in my shoes for once?
No, come on in, please.
Come on in, yeah.
Please, come on in.
Come on in.
Let's clap for this guy. No, please, come on in. Just come on in. That's the funniest person to walk in. I genuinely don't know who that guy is. All right. So to answer your question, what was your question?
How did it feel to be in my shoes for once?
Interesting.
Come with me.
All right. Oh, that's where the show is ending, right there. Hetty, thank you so much for coming today. You can catch her show, 1-star review at the Stowaway in downtown LA. Look it up on the internet and all over the place, on the gram and all over those places. So again, thank you so much for coming, and we will see you all next time.